This is Season 7, Episode 144 of the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast.
Sometimes the important thing is not the number of miles you've driven, but what's going on inside your head while driving. The Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast will stimulate your mind and keep you company while on the road. Join us for education, motivation, and inspiration from wherever you may be in our nation. You'll hear roundtable discussions about important information that's impacting our industry. Plus, you'll learn more about new technology, equipment, driving opportunities, safety, and operations. Get driver success and fitness tips to keep you profitable, safe, healthy, as well as entertaining stories from the road. And don't you know, we've all got a few of those. We might be traveling in different directions, but we're all part of one driver community at the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast. With your host, trucker Tim Cicerelli.
Welcome to episode 144 of the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast. Tim Cicerelli here, otherwise known as Trucker Tim, and as always, thank you so much for letting me sit shotgun with you today, keeping you company and keeping you informed as to what's happening at Stevens Transport, and a lot going on that we can't wait to share with you. Coming up, we're going to tip that big 10-gallon Stevens cap in appreciation not once, but 2 times. Let's honor somebody who recently received an amazing promotion and another one of our colleagues who was recently recognized for a job well done. Can't wait to share that information with you on the way. We're also going to get to know a really lovely young lady, a competitive young lady, someone who has been with Stevens for a few years and is really making a difference. We're going to talk to Raquel Carmen, a very charismatic customer success representative. Looking forward to our conversation with Raquel. But what do you say we kick this episode off by helping you find a job? A lot of folks are using this podcast to learn more about Stevens Transport and our sister company, Paragon Leasing. Maybe you like to fix things. How about we kickstart your diesel mechanic career with Paragon Leasing on our Stevens Roundtable? The Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast is listed under the Jobs and Careers category. So anybody around the country or around the world, for that matter, that's looking for a job or a new career, they just might find this podcast. And we have had many people say they have done so and found Stevens as a result of that category listing. And the guest we have right now is the perfect person to talk to if somebody likes to fix things, perhaps, right? So joining us now is our corporate recruiter, Edgar Hernandez. He's an old friend of the podcast. Edgar, this might be your 4th or 5th time on the show, I'm sure.
Something like that, but thank you for having me again.
Always great to have you, Edgar. Listen, starting a career in diesel mechanics over there at Paragon Leasing for Nick Forte. A lot of people that we've interviewed over the last couple of years love working under Nick and for Nick and with Nick. Everything's still going good with Nick?
Yeah, everything's going great. I mean, he's been bringing a lot of great stuff, making it easier on the employees, whether it's, the new equipment that he's been bringing in and the new software to make it better for all the technicians, and obviously the great appreciation days that we've been having. I always joke around, hey guys, next time, you get some fajitas and barbecue going on, don't forget to call your local corporate recruiter.
Let's invite him to the party, shall we?
Exactly.
So, Edgar, you're helping people find a lucrative, satisfying career at Paragon Leasing, finding quality diesel mechanics. But what's the turnover there like? I mean, is it enough to where this is something that you can bring somebody new in every few months, every quarter, or you're just growing and you have that many more positions available?
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of growing. It's a combination of, people starting out in entry-level positions and growing and developing. So, the better the company does, the more technicians that we need. So it's kind of a combination of everything.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful marriage, too, with Stevens Transport, of course, and it's right here on the yard, which makes it very, very convenient. So how are you finding these diesel mechanics to join the family over there at Paragon?
Many ways. I mean, a lot of times we partner up with technical schools, local technical schools here. A lot of times it's referrals. So, we have a lot of employees here that have excellent tenure with us, 15, 20 plus years, and they love working here. So they'll go ahead and refer, family member or friend to start out in these entry-level positions and grow and develop within our company.
What you do, is it more of a personal relationship you're developing and building with the people that are showing interest or that you're finding? How does that work? Your particular position, what do you do to build that relationship, to tell them more about Paragon and how it might be a great career choice for them?
Yeah, I mean, we have to figure out, what exactly they like doing. Sometimes we'll bring in people that are up to starting out in lube technician roles or tire technician roles. Sometimes we have candidates wanting to get into maybe something a little more administrative or something closer to parts. So just really getting to know the individual, seeing what they want to grow and develop in. And the shop is so big. We have so many different departments, and we do such a great job in training and growing and developing these employees that we could find something for them.
And the positions are available too, like you mentioned, people coming in at entry level and then moving up because the company is so successful. But also, this is an industry that never stops working and never closes. It's a 24-hour operation, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes that's an advantage for us because we'll have someone that, wants to work a second shift or an overnight shift. It's just convenient for their lifestyles, and we have those opportunities as well.
So for those that might have stumbled across this podcast or found it because we said at the beginning of this interview, they've found it because it's listed under careers and jobs. Can you talk a little bit about some of the benefits of joining the team at Paragon?
We'll talk about benefits in general, right? So our company has the same benefits as Stevens Transport. We do have a lot of benefits in our company, whether it's our robust benefit package, 401k, weekly pay. So we have all that for the employee.
Yeah, you said 401k and weekly pay. A lot of people are looking in the episode notes now how to get in touch with you. Some of those things aren't offered anymore, and particularly in this industry. So what's the training like? So does somebody have to come in? Are there any entry-level positions, or do you have to have a certain certification to start?
We have several entry-level technicians, and I think the shop does an excellent job in making sure that you're successful. So partnering you up with a lead technician, with a manager, supervisor, and if you're new to the industry, we'll definitely get you there.
Wonderful. What's the next step for someone says, say more? What do you got? Where do we direct them?
You could call me directly at 469-779-4629, or you could go to stevenstransport.com and hit careers.
And Edgar, we have those links in the episode notes for every single episode too, right there at the bottom of the episode notes. So for those listening, when you hit your next stop or find someplace safe, just scroll down the episode notes, click the link, and we'll go right there. Also, we'll put your phone number in the episode notes as well.
Fantastic.
Edgar Hernandez, corporate recruiter, Paragon Leasing. Always good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too. Thanks, Tim.
Well, we told you at the top of the episode that we're going to tip that big 10-gallon Stevens cap in appreciation not once, but twice today. We are excited to share that our friend Richard Delgado has been promoted to Vice President of Operations at Stevens Transport. For 2 decades, Richard has been a vital part of our team, bringing passion, dedication, and exceptional leadership to every single role he's taken on. Richard's ability to turn challenges into opportunities and his sharp focus on supporting others and advancing our business goals have made a lasting impact on our organization. Richard's journey here at Stevens Transport includes a wide range of leadership roles. Listen to this list. He has been Senior Night Operations Manager, Customer Success Manager, Pro Team Manager, Director of Customer Service, and Director of Operations for Tanker Services. And most recently, he served as Senior Director of Operations following his promotion in 2023. So with his deep operational knowledge, commitment to excellence, and relentless drive to serve our customers, our team, and our company, Richard has truly earned this step in his career. So please join us in congratulating Richard on his well-earned promotion. Richard, we look forward to your continued leadership and success in your new role. We will tip that big 10-gallon Stevens cap again a little bit later. We're also going to have a great conversation with Raquel Carmen. And how about a driver spotlight for you? Some audio from a video you can find on our Stevens Transport YouTube channel. Let's get to know driver Andrew Summers next on the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast.
Ever wondered what it's like to drive across the country and get paid to see America's breathtaking landscapes? Welcome to life as a team driver with Stevens Transport. The life of a trucker can sometimes feel solitary, but with team driving, you're never alone. Let's dive into how teaming up with another driver can transform your trucking career. So what exactly is team driving? Simply put, it's when two drivers share the responsibilities of operating the same truck. This allows for continuous travel and efficient delivery. Federal regulations require solo drivers to be off-duty for at least 10 consecutive hours after 11 hours of driving. Team driving, however, maximizes productivity by alternating driving shifts, cutting down on overall trip times. By working in shifts, team drivers can cover over 5,500 miles a week. That's more than double what solo drivers can achieve, leading to more priority loads and higher earnings. Efficiency is key. With two drivers, tasks like loading and unloading become quicker and easier. Plus, you'll earn more per mile. One of the greatest perks? You get to choose your driving partner, whether it's a close friend or a new acquaintance. Having a partner on the road makes those long hauls more enjoyable. And what about rest? Team drivers sleep in comfy bunk beds while the truck is moving, allowing for nearly non-stop travel without sacrificing sleep. Safety is another major advantage. With two drivers, there's an added layer of oversight to ensure committed safety. So, if you're ready to take your trucking career to the next level, consider team driving with Stevens Transport. It's the perfect blend of companionship, efficiency, and increased earnings. Explore the benefits of team driving and start your adventure today with Stevens Transport. Apply now and join a team that drives you to success. Your journey starts here.
Now more than ever, truck drivers are true American heroes. The men and women who literally keep America moving by delivering goods across the country. Being a professional driver is a rewarding, financially lucrative, long-term career filled with exciting adventures. A career where you'll never have to worry about job security. If you have your CDL and keep it up, it will sustain you for the long haul. You can see the country, serve your country, and provide a good life for your family. Whether you'd rather haul on a dedicated route or lane, or prefer working with one specific customer, if you want to own your business, we have a program that sets you up for success with all the tools and support you need. We've got opportunities in our intermodal rail division and have programs to help military veterans transition into trucking careers. We have second generations of drivers whose parents have driven for Stevens, who then trained their children and are now truck drivers. Some are even small fleet owners. So, whatever your dream is, you can achieve it right here at Stevens. If you're looking for a company with a 40-plus year track record that's never had a layoff and just had the largest pay increase in company history for both new and experienced drivers, Stevens Transport has you covered. We offer the finest tools and technology and provide our drivers with the best state-of-the-art equipment on the market. Our infrastructure will support you both on and off the road. As a driver for Stevens, you become part of our family. Many companies throw the word family around. We're family-owned, family-run, and family-driven. Our 40-plus years of success is built on family. At Stevens, you're not just a number. Our drivers are part of our extended family, and we recognize and honor them every chance we get. If you want to be among the top income earners among professional drivers, if you want great benefits, if you want to have every type of driving opportunity at your fingertips, if you want to be part of a company that will stand behind you and ensure your success, come join the Stevens Transport family today and become an American hero. So, what are you waiting for? Take the first step toward your future career with the best trucking company in America. Become part of the Stevens Transport family today by calling our recruiting department at 1-800-333-8595 or apply online at stevenstransport.com.
Welcome back to the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast. My name is Tim Cicerelli, otherwise known as Trucker Tim. If you wouldn't mind, when you hit your next stop, please follow or subscribe to this podcast from whichever podcast platform you're enjoying it from. We are everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible. If it's a platform with a podcast on it, we are there. And by following the podcast, you'll have a brand new episode waiting for you each and every week as soon as it's released. And if you wouldn't mind, please leave us a review. Tell us what you like about the show and what you'd like changed. We are producing this podcast for you to keep you educated, informed, and hopefully a little entertained as well. Time now for our Driver's Spotlight. This is audio from a video you can find on the Stevens Transport YouTube channel. And this driver is going to share his journey as an independent contractor with Stevens Transport, highlighting the freedom of trucking, building a strong career, and finding balance between life on the road and his family. Offering some real-world insight into CDL training, this driver discusses how he manages tough weeks, planning for future success. This is the story of driver Andrew Summers.
My name's Andrew Summers. I'm contractor division. Been contractor for 2 years. Currently on my second lease. Been with Stevens a little under 3 years now. So I wanted a way to be able to take the truck home, and contractor was the answer. Money's been good, load's been good, so I haven't looked back. And it's just been going home a lot less stressful on everybody involved. Because coming home, I mean, we should be happy to go home, not full of stress trying to figure out how to actually get there. The freedom of contractor is by far the biggest perks, because there's just certain aspects you can do as a contractor that you can't do as a company. Taking the truck home is really nice too, because it's not like you got to go to the yard and then be ready and wait for a load. So I can call, and as soon as I'm ready for a load, they give it to me, I can walk out and leave. The first impression of a company is your trainer. When you're with your trainer, you're living with them. And I mean, you're with us for 6 weeks. So if your first experience is a solid one and somebody that's reliable, it makes you view the company better overall. I mean, I tell them even after I'm not their trainer anymore and they're their own driver and they're on their own, you can call me. And it could be something with loads, it could be something with the truck. So it's just being a good knowledge source and being there for them even after the fact. First lease was real nice. It was real nice. It was a bumpy road for at one point, but at the same time, it made me know what I need to do to go forward. Short term, continue the perfect training record. Medium term, whenever my current lease is up, I've already looked at the numbers and what I need to do in order to start lease purchasing a few trucks and starting my own little mini fleet. Long term, continue doing it as long as I can pass a DOT card, because I mean, I enjoy it. It's a different lifestyle, but I got brought into it very young. Once you get past that first hurdle and you know what you're doing and you do what you need to do, it's very enjoyable. You get to go places, eat good food, see good things. You need to know how to make that truck a home. Have some normality. Because we don't have the normal sleep schedule. We don't have a normal routine. We don't even know what we do in a week from now. So what you can control, if you can normalize it and make it more home setting, it really helps.
That is audio from video you can find on our Stevens Transport YouTube channel. We'll have a link to that video in the episode notes. How much fun is it to introduce a new Stevens employee to the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio podcast? It's fun for me because we have 7 seasons behind us, over 140 plus episodes. And oftentimes I have the pleasure of interviewing people 2, 3, 4 times to see how things have evolved in their department and new initiatives in their department. But I love meeting somebody at least new to the podcast. We're going to find out how new our next guest is to Stevens Transport as we welcome a member of the customer success team, one of our protein customer success representatives, Raquel Carmen. Hey, Raquel, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to the podcast. Raquel, how long have you been with Stevens?
It'll be 3 years, April 6th.
So 3 years always on the customer success team?
Yes.
Is it because of your personality? What is it that makes you a great customer success representative? And you can humble brag right here, please.
I really enjoy, so when it comes to my customers, I'm allowed to use my personality. Mm-hmm. I understand that we have a job to do, and just like we have a job, so does the customer. But behind every load, behind every customer, there's a person working, and they're just doing their job. That's
why you're good at what you do, what you just said right there. And that helps you have empathy for them as well, too, and that helps you serve them better, I'm guessing.
Yes.
And so you're in the protein division.
Yes.
Very important division. It's all important, but we know how important protein is as well, especially with the history of protein in this company. So tell us what it's like as a customer success representative, behind the scenes. What is an average day like for you? Because I'm sure you're juggling a lot with all of those customers.
Yes, but it's really exciting. So most days are different. I'm not a person who likes monotony, and I have a little bit of ADHD. So I love the fact that when I come in, I never know where the day is going to take me. There's so many challenges, but at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we're servicing the customer, we're taking care of the drivers, and we're also holding to the standard that Stevens puts out there.
Yeah.
And so with that, once again, it's a lot of it's personality based. I call my customers on the phone sometimes and I joke with them and I give them a hard time. And in doing that, they typically give me freight that they wouldn't give us. They typically give us awards that are over our commitment also.
That's pretty big.
It is. And
such as what?
For instance, for one of my major accounts, since I took over the account, I've doubled the business. When I first started, I only oversaw a couple smaller plants, and now I run the entire business. And we've actually, I think, maybe doubled, even tripled some of the numbers out of certain plants.
Are you a rising star? Have we have any hardware for you to showcase in your office? Because that's incredible. Congratulations.
I'm a very competitive person. Mm-hmm. I don't like to be last. And I figure if the business is out there, why should somebody else get it? Why can't we have it?
Wow, Raquel, that is an amazing mindset and attitude that you have. And so are you competitive with other carriers, but not within your team because you're all servicing different customers, I'm guessing?
There's definitely internal competition. I like to be the best. And in striving to be the best, you can't always be the best, but in striving to be the best, you can come as close as possible.
That's right.
So I want my loads to always deliver on time. I want to always pick up on time. I want excellent customer service. I always try to shoot for the highest percentage I can get, which is 100%. And even if we don't get 100%, we always fall typically between 98 and 99.
Pretty darn good.
But that's that comes to holding myself and the entire team to a level of accountability.
What's that camaraderie like on your team with it being a little competitive and everybody holding each other to a high standard? Do you feel like everybody's pretty close?
Oh, absolutely.
In customer success? Yeah.
Oh, I do. I love my team. And so I work a hybrid schedule, but I love it when I come into the office because we joke every single day. Sometimes the day can be challenging. It can be stressful with it, but you have to make the most of it. It's just, it's just the business. You work the business, it doesn't work you. So when we come into work, I typically start off with, hey, how's everyone doing today? Are we going to have a great day today?
All positive.
I try to be. And then, it can be challenging, right? And so when we come in and there's something that's disrupting that energy, I'll say, hey, let's reset.
Reset. Dang, how many pearls of wisdom are you dropping on us right now in this short time we've had together? What a ray of sunshine you are. That's necessary, especially in a high-paced and sometimes high-pressure, stressful environment. Trucking never stops. It's a 24-hour operation. So, we need people like you to keep things light, keep things fun, but most importantly, keep it competitive and keep it effective and efficient and profitable.
Yeah.
Great job. What a treat it is to finally meet you. Raquel Carmen, Protein Customer Success Representative, and a lot of success in the last 3 years, and I would bet tons more in the near future.
Thank you very much.
Okay, one piece of business left before we pump the brakes on episode 144. Let's tip that big 10-gallon Stevens cap in appreciation one more time this episode. On behalf of the entire Stevens Transport team, please accept our sincere gratitude for recognizing Carly Griffith and the many dedicated professionals across our organization who work each day to deliver high-level, coordinated execution in support of Ecolab's supply chain. Since 2022, when Ecolab selected Stevens as a preferred supplier, our focus has been very clear. to execute with excellence and consistency and distinguish ourselves through performance. Well, this recognition affirms that commitment and reflects the strong partnership that we've built together. So, Carly Griffith and all of the dedicated professionals, we tip our big 10-gallon cap in appreciation. Well, there she is. That's episode 144 of the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast. If you found this podcast because you're searching for a brand new career, please make sure you visit the episode notes. We will have phone numbers and every link possible for you to learn more about Stevens Transport and even schedule a call with one of our recruiters. All the information is in the episode notes. And like we said earlier, please follow or subscribe to this podcast from whichever platform you're enjoying it from and share it with one of your fellow drivers. We sure would appreciate it. And finally, my name is Tim Cicerelli, otherwise known as Trucker Tim. Thanks for joining me. And until next time, be safe out there. And thanks for listening to the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast.